this game that we are playing now is to determine the rights of who owns Amapiano. The minute we beat you people on Wednesday, I don't want to hear anything. Dead that shit. All this, dead it.
It will be Nigeria and South Africa in the semi-finals of the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations, an eternal rivalry that runs deep between these two nations and would continue in the city of Bouake. But who will get the better of either side when they both meet? My name is Jidechi Chideze, and this is Crossfire, brought to you by Beth Bonanza. All right, Tunde, the Amapiano boys and the home of Afrobeats. Where does the win in the semi-final go to?
First of all, I don't even see how this is a question. No, but first, stop calling them the Amapiano boys. Because this game that we are playing now is to determine the rights of who owns Amapiano. The minute we beat you people on Wednesday, I don't want to hear anything. Dead that shit. All this, dead it. Bro, once you win like this, I'm just going to go and edit Wikipedia pages. Thank God I'm a writer. I'm going to go and edit this. Amapiano was founded in Nigeria. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Immediately Osimhen scores, Lookman scores on that day. First of all, then when I come and do all these your dances in the stadium, we do, I'm on available. They know they see me. But on the more serious note, actually, I think the Super Eagles are going to win. It's not even, I've always maintained that South Africa are not good. It's not even, I'm not even trolling. Like, they actually not, what have they done at this tournament? Being Namibia 4-0. They needed their goalkeeper, who was very fantastic, by the way. Ronwen Williams made 4 penalty saves in the shootout. Fantastic. Absolutely. But the thing is, there's a difference between Super Eagles and Cape Verde. We will not let it get to penalties. We don't do that here. Have you seen us play penalties in the tournament? Our coach even said it. All we want to do is come and go. We have ability to come and one go. But because we know that 3-0 will not pay you the way 1-0 will pay you. Go and ask Angola. If you have catch Angola, you have beaten them 3-4. If you have beaten Guinea Bissau 3 or 4. But that 1-0, you do it, say, we could have equalized. You cannot equalize. If you play that ball for 2 weeks, you don't go score. That is true for me. So, any South Africans out there, you have already overperformed your expected outcome of this tournament, first of all. I personally don't have you leaving the group stage. But you have gone to the semi-final. Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. Take your win. But you have now, unfortunately, been paired with the best team in Africa, which is the Super Eagles of Nigeria, also Personals Mighty Eagles. I've not considered a goal in over 400 minutes of football. We've only considered 1 goal in this entire tournament. We have the best defense. We have the best chance creation machine in the tournament. What do you want to tell me as a South African? We beat you people in 2019. We beat them like frogs. In 2019, advanced to semi-final. We are going to beat you again and advance. There's no other outcome. Quote me, put your house rates, open bet bonanza. Put your house rates, and by the end of the semi-finals, you have 2 houses.
All right, I mean, Tosin, Tunde do not think South Africa deserve to be in the stage of the competition. We've seen how well they've played in this competition. He thinks they've overperformed. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I don't even care about Tunde's expectations or his thoughts or his thought process. I don't care. Honestly, South Africa versus Nigeria, for people expecting better news after Burna Boy Davido lost to Tyler at the Grammys, I have more bad news for you. By the time we are done on Wednesday, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be heading to their bronze medal game against, probably, my guess will be Ivory Coast in the match in the group stage. But let me explain why. The reason why Nigeria will lose this game is because of Joseph Peseiro. Because Joseph Peseiro, as far as he is concerned, he has already done his best. And his best is to get to the semi-final, which was what was promised in his contract. Did you see the way he was shouting in that last game? What? I thought he was going to defecate on the pitch. I thought he was screaming his lungs out because he knows that, yes, me, I've done my own job. Now, let's look at it objectively. From a quality standpoint, Nigeria is far better than South Africa. We have better players. No, I'm not going to come here and start giving you boo-boo. I'm not going to say Osimhen and Pesita are the same team, or Gbakpo and Lookman are the same level. No. However, I'm going to build this argument based on cohesion of the team. You look at the South Africa starting 11. 8 of them play where? They play for Mamelodi Sundowns. Cohesion. The back 5 of Mudau, Kekana, and Modibo, and their goalkeeper, even Owen Williams, where do they all play? They play for Mamelodi. Some idiots were here telling me that NPFL players should be playing for the Super Eagles. NPFL players that cannot qualify for CHAN. That cannot we are talking about a league that has shown big signs of progression and they've integrated it to their national team. That's how you do it. Don't bring that stupid Nigeria Premier Football League and tell them they should. So when you look at that, you understand that, okay, this team is well built, the core is well built, that defense is well built. Now, no disrespect to the Super Eagles of the, I'm a Nigerian. I always want Nigeria to do well. However, this game against South Africa, in recent times, because all people always say, oh, in our last 7 meetings, we've beaten South Africa once. Don't talk, we've beaten South Africa 7 times. I know that. I know, I'm a historian of the game. The history of football is in my palms. But let's look at it, the last recent meetings. Don't talk about when South Africa was still concentrating on rugby. Talk about like now after they hosted the World Cup and they actually started putting a little bit of effort into football. We beaten them once. And that once that we beat them, how did we beat them? It was a Afcon goal in the quarterfinals of the 2019 Afcon. If not for that goal, where will we be today? But yes, we won that game. But they too, they defeated us. Do you know where they defeated us? They defeated us in Akwa Ibom here. Defeated us in Akwa Ibom here. That in fact they had to start that's when they started changing the Super Eagles venue. When they beat us in Akwa Ibom, I remember Tekoloranti and Persital. They started changing. They said, okay, we'll take it to Abuja. Then we'll take it to Lagos. Then we'll take it to Kano. That's what they, because the defeat it confused a lot of Nigerians, and that is what is going to happen on Wednesday when the Super Eagles played Bafana. Notice I want Nigeria to. I always want Nigeria to do it, but we've never made the right selection in coaches, and it is going to cost us against a very, very experienced coach in Hugo Bruce, who has won the Afcon in 2017 with Cameroon. And that's the reason I'm taking South Africa.
All right, Tunde, let's talk about this semi-final game. It's a crucial stage of the competition. 4 teams, 1 team. All 4 teams must end up with a medal, or 1 team would not be ending up with anything. Would you rather the Super Eagles lost in the semi-final and go to the 3rd place match where they can still get a bronze medal, or would you rather the team go to the final where they also could lose that final?
Me personally, I've never been one of those people that mocks the Super Eagles for our bronze medal, plenty bronze medals, say golden bronze. What the f does that even mean? Oh, at the end of the day, this is Nigeria's 20th Afcon ever. We have made semi-final 16 times. We have the most medals in the history of the Africa Cup of Nations. 4 of those medals were silver medals. 3 of those medals were, winners' medals, and the rest, turning out to be 3rd place medal, which is why I got the name golden bronze anyway, as a mockery. But for me, it's a thing of pride actually, because if you can go to a tournament and pretty much guarantee the semi-final appearance before you kick the ball, that's mighty impressive. And me personally, I don't know about anybody else, even though silver ranks higher than gold, silver is second, gold, silver ranks higher than bronze, silver is second, bronze is 3rd.
Yeah.
I prefer a bronze medal to a silver medal. You can't win silver, you have to lose to get silver. You cannot win a silver, you actually win a bronze medal. In 2019, we ended the tournament in the mood of celebration when we beat Tunisia in the 3rd place, because we actually ended up by winning. And that for me is more important than making it to the final and then losing. 2019, Senegal were in the final. Algeria won. Nobody remembers Senegal's tournament, even though they actually got a higher medal than Nigeria. So, as long as Nigeria has lost 4 finals already. I don't want to see a 5th. If we get to the final, we better win it. If you know Super Eagles that you cannot beat that one of Ivory Coast or Diago. Ivory Coast, by the way, if Ivory Coast make it to the final, I'm afraid that we are not going to beat them. Because if they make it to the final, then that means that this is their tournament. Like, the story is everything for them. Rose from the ashes in front of their own fans, beating all the odds in games that they should not have won, advancing. It will only make sense that they complete the story by winning the final. They should not use us to complete that story. If it's Ivory Coast that wants to make it to the final, Nigeria just lose to South Africa and let us go and beat their Congo like thief in the 3rd place and collect our usual 3rd place. I'll be very much happy with that, celebrating and dancing Makosa on the Congolese, and let South Africa go and lose in the final and shed tears. That one is okay for me, because I much rather want to end the tournament on a winning note rather than a losing note.
Tosin, would you rather lose the semi-final to a South African team, or go to the final where you lose to Cote d'Ivoire, the host, or DR Congo?
I'll always take a silver over a bronze medal. Not because Nigeria already has the most bronze medals in the history of African football in the Afcon, but silver and bronze, 2nd and 3rd, what are we talking about? Is the prize money the same? You just look at it from a logical perspective. Then you get to be part of the final. Anything can happen in the final. Let's look at it objectively. I want Nigeria because a lot of people say, oh, this guy is unpatriotic. I don't care. I have my Nigeria certificate. I have my national NIN certificate. I have my voter's ID card and I have my Nigerian passport. So you cannot deport me. There's nothing you can do with me. I'm just telling you that I want Nigeria to go to the final. I just don't see them doing it against South Africa. But if they get to the final, they've earned massive respect. Number one, they proved me wrong, which is very, very. You should, if I'm wrong, you should actually be thanking you. That means you actually gone against nature. You've gone against the will of God. But whichever the case is, because my intuition is always right. My calculation, my knowledge about the game of football is usually right. So if you actually do something that Tosin Abayomi predicted you're not going to do, you should actually be thanking yourself. But so getting to the final and one of the happiest days of my life, obviously as a Nigerian football fan, was in 2013 when we won the Africa Cup of Nations. It was a very, very amazing event. Everybody, the whole nation was happy. The opportunity to do that again, regardless of what the result will be, I always want that feeling of looking ahead to the final. I always want, because I was looking ahead to that final after we defeated Mali 4-1, and I was like, yes, even though Burkina Faso is not the caliber of opponent that we could face maybe in Ivory Coast or DR Congo, but I was looking ahead to the final, the build-up during the week, the conversation during the week, you understand, the ambience. Not to now lose in the semi-final and now, just me personally, it will have been my prediction, but the dullness, you understand, and just everything around it. So personally for me, if they can get to the final, please prove me wrong. Get to the final. Make Nigerians happy. Even if you are going to lose in the final, but make Nigerians happy. But I don't think they will do so.
Let me pose a question to you, the fans and the viewers of this show. Nigeria and South Africa in the semi-finals of the 2023 Afcon. How do you see this one panning out? And would you rather Nigeria loses the semi-final to South Africa and proceeds to lose in the final? Or would you rather the other way around? This has been Crossfire, brought to you by Bet Bonanza. High odds, fast payout.